Okay, so as I promised you, this year, for most of the year, we will focus on actual Perush HaTfilah. So here's the rule, right? Here's going to be my methodology. It's a methodology taken from the Rishonim, expressed quite clearly in the Abu Jaham. Abu Jaham is from the Beis Medrash and the Ramban. He wrote a Perush on Tfilah. That's basically what he's known for, of David Abu Jaham. This methodology also appears in the Rebbe Ben Yakar, who's Rashi's Rebbe. It is the favored one amongst many modern academics, some of which who think they made it up, most of them who are aware of the fact that they are borrowing from the Rishonim. But the assumption of the Rishonim was basically that if you want to understand Tfilah, you need to understand what parts of Tanakh Chazal are influenced by in the writing of their Bracha, right, in the writing of Tfilah. And if you get that, then you will be surprised by what the Tfilah actually mean in their original context. But before we actually see the verse Bracha, let us prove that this is a legitimate methodological move to make. So if you look at number one, this is the Hakadama to the Abu Jaham. The Abu Jaham writes, Mitzvah Hashem Torah la'avod Hashem b'tfilah. It's a positive mitzvah to serve God through prayer. Now we know biblically there are no number. There's no set number to prayer. Everyone davens as much as little as they want with kavana, and they'll be accepted. And this was the rule. This is how the world worked until Galut. Okay, this is from the Rambam. We know this. Yes? Good. This is halacha gimel dalet in the Rambam. And when they were in Galut, they spoke all types of languages. Right? There was no true language, there was nothing. Yes? Okay, this is the Rambam. So what did they do? When Chazal saw how bad the world was, they said, let us, right, make prayers to fulfill the role of Karbanot, and set up, establish prayer, which is called Avodah. Right, in beautiful language, pure language. He says this obviously in rhyme. And take away, right, the illness of the foreign languages, so that it'll be fluent in everyone's mouth. So until everyone spoke the same language in davening. And he made shemoneh-esrei. And now he's his methodological point. You should know. Ki lashon ha-tfilah hu miyusad al-lashon ha-mikra. The language of tfilah is based on the language of psukim. V'chein timtza katuv b'perush hazeh al kol milah u'milah pasuk kama omeh enyana. And therefore, on every word in tfilah, you will find the parallel pasuk. Umilot me'atim yeshol nimtzah lehem yisod me'ikra v'chein avi lehem yisod me'hagmara. Sometimes, very rarely, tefillot are based not on psukim but purely on midrashic readings, and then I will quote the midrash. Okay, but most of the time, tefillah is a commentary on, or perspective on, or derived from. Right, those are all slightly different, but based on psukim. And to be fair, he's not making this up. If you look at number 2, this is a Gemara in Pesachim, just to prove to you that Chazal believed this is what they were doing. Patach ve'amar, hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol ben or l'choshech ben yisrael l'amim ben yom hashvi l'sheshim ben ha'maaseh. In the context of Havdalah. Right? This should sound familiar. Yeah. Yes? We're good? Amar le lama l'cha chulei. He said, why do you say so many different differentiations, so many Havdalot? V'amar Rabbi Yehuda Ma'avdil ben kodesh l'chol. Zohi Havdalato shel Rabbi Yehuda Nasi. Yehuda Nasi just said, Hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol. What are you saying? Etc. Amar le ana kahasvir le damri lazar amar of Oshia hapochet le yichad mishalosh mosif al Yosef al Sheva. Because I hold like the position that you must say between 3 and 7, or 3 and 7, 3 or 7, whatever. Amar le v'hamar lo tlat amar v'lo sheva amar. He said you said neither 3 nor 7. Amar le ivra ben yom hashvila shishim me'amaseh mein chatima. He said one of those doesn't count because it's mein chatima. Okay, fine. But then the Gemara says in Amar B'Shuv ben Levi, Hamavdil tzarich she'omar me'ein havdalot ha'amurot batara. If you want to say any of the havdalot, any differentiations, you must take them from the Torah. The theme must be from the Torah. Yes.
So couldn't we? So we could say like Hamavdil. We talk about like the lower and higher waters.
The Gemara brings a list of them. Hamavdil ben Maimer Yonin Maimer Tachtonim. Hamavdil ben Kohanim Levim Yisraelim. The Gemara brings a whole bunch of other possibilities that were said in Ochanami. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Good. In that light, let us now turn finally to the first bracha of shemoneh-esrei, and let us try to understand what it means. Okay. We can go in order of the bracha, or we can pick out which parts of it you are most interested in. It's all on this. Anything I'm going to say in the first bracha, I think, is on this page. Okay? So the first bracha, Baruch Ata Hashem Elokeinu ve'Elokei Avotenu, Elokei Abraham, Elokei Yitzchak ve'Elokei Yaakov. Hakel Agadol Agibar Banarag Elyon Gomel Chazim Tovim Mekonei Yaakov Zocher Stevot Maybe Goel B'nei B'neim L'man Shmo B'Yava Baruch Ata Hashem Mogein Abraham. Okay?
What about the Melech Ozer Mashiach Magain?
What?
The Melech Ozer Mashiach Magain.
Yeah, what about?
Did you say that? I don't think you said that.
Yes, I did. Melech Ozer Mashiach. That what?
No.
I read from a siddur. I don't know what. I think I said
I didn't hear it.
Okay. Anyways, right? So we say, right? Baruch Ata Hashem. That this may deserve a share in of itself, probably. But let's focus just on unique for the first bracha. So we start off uniquely of the bracha with. Let's just note things that are interesting here, right? Elokeinu ve'Elokei Avotenu, Elokei Avraham ve'Elokei Yitzchak ve'Elokei Yaakov. Right? We start with introducing God, so to speak, as the God of our forefathers, and then delineate them. Then you get this list of praises. Hakel Hagadol Hagibar Hakel Yon, Gomel Chazim Tovim Mekonei Yaakov. Right? He is awesome and great and powerful and or big and powerful and awesome, supreme Lord, who gives great kindness, and konei hakol, which is a bit hard to translate, in Tanakh probably means created all, right? Or those are related, right? Hashem kini reshit dako. And he brings geula, he brings redemption to their children's children for his name, the king who aids, saves, and shields.
That sound very similar.
Yes? Baruch Ata Hashem Mogein Avraham. Okay. Let's try in order. Okay. Why does it start Elokeinu ve'Elokei Avotenu, Elokei Abraham, Elokei Yitzchak ve'Elokei Yaakov? Where is that from, and what might that tell us about the first bracha? Where is that from in Torah? Moshe, good. Where?
At the burning bush.
Very good. Look at number 3. Good, Zev. Good. So Zev got it right. Look at number 3. This is Perek Gimel in Shmot. Vayomer. Right? Moshe approaches the burning bush. And he says, Vayomer al tikrav halom. God tells him, do not approach. Al nalecha me'al raglecha kema kol ma she'ata omed alav admat kodeshu. Do not approach, for the land that you stand on is holy. Vayomer, and he says, Anochi Elohei Avicha, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Ve'Elohei Yaakov. Vayaster Moshe panav ki yarei me'abit el ha'Elohim. He said, I am God. The God of Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. No, I should be very careful there. The God of Avram, the God of Yitzchak, and the God of Yaakov. Right, specifically that phrase, right? Not Elokei Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov. Elokei Avram, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov.
Individually.
Right, that is the phrase that we have in it. Now, the classic vort that on this I think is true. Right, the fact that it is put that way, not Elokei Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, but Elokei Avram, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov, indicates that the relationship that each of the avot had with God is distinct, right? And that means something different. I think that's true. But I think you look at these psukim and it is clear that this is, right, this is where these words come from. But now let me ask you, what is the purpose of invoking specifically this description of God? What does that tell you about the beginning of? Yes.
I've heard that it's about that we invoke Zchut Avot.
So yeah, sure, Zchut Avot, great, good. What else?
You're in like a Kodesh space.
Okay, good. Right? You're in a Kodesh space. Good. What else? Come on, what's going on in this story?
God has it's a personal relationship with each individual.
Yeah, good. And what else? All these are true. So let me ask you, not just why is this in Tefillah, why does this start Tefillah?
It shows that we're continuing a relationship. Like we
No!
have a connection.
Punkt verkehrt. Come on.
What?
I mean, yes and
Oh,
no.
it's the beginning of Moshe's.
Yes, this is the beginning. This is an introduction. We picked something from this. Moshe didn't know who God was. Right? He never talked to him. This is how you start the conversation. Now, maybe it's because of what Rafi said, which is you start a conversation by establishing this really isn't a new relationship. Right? That makes it easier. But yes, the perfect way to start shemoneh-esrei is from a conversation in which Moshe starts his conversation with God. Right? So we borrow the language from the first time Moshe ever has a conversation with God, and we put it at the beginning of shemoneh-esrei. That is a perfect thing to do. Now, what else is true of that first moment? So yes, and once we're doing that, we invoke zchut avot. Yes, we do. Good. But remember, this is actually not about zchut avot, meaning, in the original context, it's not about zchut avot, because who says, Elokei Avraham, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov?
God.
God. Thank you. Right? This is not about zchut avot as much as it is, it's an introduction. Right? It's God introducing himself. So we invoke that, and, right, yes, maybe for zchut avot, but fundamentally what's going on is introduction. But what else? Right? What else is true of that moment that might make sense in the first bracha? Let's think mindset. Think mindset. What are you thinking? How comfortable are you?
Moshe was very uncomfortable.
Good!
Very
Moshe
obvious.
doesn't think he's worthy.
Yeah.
Right? This introduction is, right, think about it. The first time you meet God, right, you're initiating shemoneh-esrei. We already said, Hashem tzvotai tiftach u'pi agit yilodecha. You don't assume that God is going to listen to you. You're asking Him. Now, by the way, does Hashem tzvotai tiftach now take on deeper meaning when you realize that that's the introduction to Moshe's first speech? And what does Moshe say to God?
Arel Sifatayim.
Yes, I don't know how to talk. Arel Sifatayim. I can't do what you want me to do because I can't talk. Right? Yes, exactly. So he says to him, Vayomer Adonai ro ra'iti rani ami asher b'mitzrayim v'tzakatam shamadi v'nei noksav ki adati id machovav. Va'ered latzilo miyad mitzrayim laloto min haaretz ahi el eretz tova rechava el eretz aval chalav udvash hamakom hakanani v'chiti v'amari v'aprizi v'achivi. You see, I've seen the suffering of my children, and I'm going to save them. I'm going to take them to the promised land of the 7 nations. And I've seen their stress. I've seen the pressure. So I'm sending you to save them. Vayomer Moshe Elohim. And Moshe says, who am I that I can do what you asked me to do? He says, because I'll be with you, and here's the sign. That you will serve me here. Vayomer Moshe Elohim hinenech vayel b'nei Yisrael v'amarti lehem Elohei avotechem sholachani elechem v'emru li mashmo ma'amar alehem. Now it's even better, right? What? Now continue the speech. What does Moshe say? I'm going to go to the Jewish people and I'm going to introduce myself as the God that I was sent by the God of the Avot, and they're going to say, yeah, what's his name? And what's he going to say?
Heck yeah, sure.
Yeah, Vayomer le Moshe, yeah, sure, yeah. Vayomer kotem rabbi Israel, yes sholachani elechem. Right? Tell them that my name is just yeah, right? Yeah, sure, yeah, right? What?
So I will be.
I will be. But think about what's going on here. Meaning, right? We start up shemoneh-esrei with, not really with God, right? Not His name. What do we say? We say Beracha Hashem, but then we say, right? The key to the phrase of Elokei Avraham, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov is yeah, I'll be with you, and that's it, right? Meaning, it's not about His name as much as relationship. Right? That's what someone said that, right? Meaning the psukim we're invoking tell us Vayomer od Elohim Moshe Kol Tamar ben Yisrael Adonai Elohei Avotechem Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Shalachani Elechem Zeh Shmi Leolam V'Zeh Zichri L'Dor V'Dor. This is how you should know me, as the God of your forefathers. Right? So we start off shemoneh-esrei first of all with the psukim that are Moshe and the Jewish people's original introduction as a people to God. Because what's going on? Moshe said, the people are also going to say, who are you? And what's God going to say? I am what I am. And what am I? Okay, Abraham, okay, Yitzchak, you want to know what I am? Right? That should be sufficient. So yes, it's about zchut avot. It's about saying, even if we don't know God and we're uncomfortable, right? We have a pre-existing relationship and therefore we have a right, so to speak, to talk to Him. So we invoke that scene as we start shemoneh-esrei. Because just like Moshe didn't know what he was doing, didn't know what God was, but he started off by saying, right, but he starts off his initiation into the relationship as God saying, but you deserve to be here because I have a relationship with your forefathers. And when the Jewish people ask, well, what right do we have to be here? Just say, well, my name is Yaakov. Tell them, right? And that will convince them. Now, we can add other things, right? Obviously, by invoking these psukim, so as I said, yes, part of it is that the continuation is that Moshe doesn't want to be sent because he's worried that he's Arel Svatayim, and therefore we start a shemoneh-esrei with Hashem Svatay Tivtach Ufi Agedi Ladecha. Right? We're worried that we won't know how to talk, so we start off with Moshe, who also was afraid he didn't know how to talk. If you look at the Midrash commenting on these psukim in number 4, how do Chazal understand these? So he says, "Ein peti lashon pitui k'mo detema v'chivat ish." So it's really the second line. Amar Yeshua, HaKohen bar Nechemya, B'shah shenigleh HaKadosh Baruch Hu al Moshe, Tirona ya Moshe l'nevuah. Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Im nigleh ani alav v'kol gadol ani mavito, v'kol namuch boser hu al ha-nevuah. God had a dilemma when He introduced Himself to Moshe. He said, if I boom, Anochi Hashem Elokecha asher tzadicha meretz Mitzrayim, I'll terrify him. If I speak in too gentle of a voice,
No, I can't take me serious.
He says, yeah, not going to take me seriously. So ma asa, what did God do? What did God do? Nigle alav bikolo shel aviv. He spoke in the voice of Amram, Moshe's father. Amar Moshe hineni ma'aba mevakesh. And Moshe said, what is exactly my father want? Amar Kadosh Baruch Hu eini avicha. I'm not your father, Elokei avicha, but the God of your father. But I came, I bribed, seduced you, whatever, so that you wouldn't be afraid. And he said, whoa, that's great, because my father is counted amongst the fathers.
Well,
right? So what does the Midrash, how does the Midrash understand this?
I have a lot of questions about this.
How does the Midrash understand this phrase of Elokeinu? Right? Elokei Avotenu, Elokei Avraham, Elokei Yitzchak Yaakov. It's not a colon. The God of our fathers, i.e. Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov.
It's like a fathers and Abraham.
Yes, it's literal our fathers, meaning this is not just the Avot, the patriarchs. We're invoking God's name as having had a relationship with all of our fathers, meaning everything up to including. And here's another point. What does the Midrash think? Right? Listen to the Midrash's parshanut on the psukim that we now put at the beginning of shemoneh-esrei. That God introduces Himself in that way so that Moshe will be comfortable entering into a relationship with God. Those are the psukim we choose to start shemoneh-esrei with. Right? By saying God has a relationship with the Avot, with our personal parents, meaning we are the next link in a chain, but it's continuous, and God does that to make us comfortable, to make us realize that we can have a relationship with Him, right? That and all the associations, yes, zchut avot and all of that, right? All of that is pulled in right at the beginning of shemoneh-esrei, and you think about it thematically, it makes a tremendous amount of sense. Now, there's more to it. Why does God introduce Himself as the God of Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov? To justify what?
Taking them out of Egypt.
Yes, that He heard their cries and He wants to save them. Which, of course, what is the theme in the end of the day of the first bracha?
Go.
Right, Geula, Magen Avraham, protection, salvation. Right, meaning that for these psukim is definitional to the fact that God has a relationship with the Avot, is that He's going to save their children.
Right.
which is again the theme of the first bracha. Right? That is part of what Hashem does. Okay. Let's continue in the bracha. Then we describe God as Hakel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah El Elyon. That God is great and powerful and awesome and supreme. Okay?
Yeah.
Good. Where's that from?
Egel.
Why do we say those? What?
Egel. Or the Yud Gimel Amida part of that whole deal.
So here we actually know that it's right. So let's look at a Gemara. First, let me prove that these are chosen on purpose. Right? Let me prove that. And these and no others. So the Gemara in number 5 tells you, this Gemara appears twice in Shas. Someone went to be Chazan and Chanina was there, and Amar Hakel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah VaHadir VaChazak VaHamitz. He continued, the great, the courageous, the etc. Amar Le Siamtinu L'Shivchei Demarach said, what, are you finished? You're finished praising God. Hashta Hani Klata Ilav Dechatvinu Moshe Be'oraita Vadu Knesset Gola V'Takninu Anan Lo Amrinan. Like he said, you can't just add praises, because the only heter for us to say these praises is
Because
because the Anshe Knesset Gola said it, and where did they get it from?
Moshe.
From Moshe. Anan Lo Amrin Luvim Amar Kulei Vad Amar Kulei Hai. So what does Chazal tell us right off the bat?
We're not capable of saying all the praises. Therefore,
Yeah, but for our purposes, it's more than that. Yes, we can't just say a million praises, because if you do, what will happen? Right? He says, "Mashallah, Adam she'elo elef alfei alafim dinarei zavag magazado be'elef dinarei kesef lo genayulo." Right? It's like saying if someone's a billionaire, you say, "Wow, he has $500." Right? I mean, it's true, but that's just an insult, right? So the Midrash says theoretically, what should we never be allowed to do?
praise God.
Praise God b'chlal. What's the only reason we can?
Because
Because we borrow from the Torah. And we borrowed these, which tells you, right, this is about as explicit a source as you want, that we need things from the Torah, and the ones that Chazal chose, they chose for a reason. That's what he says. If Moshe hadn't said these, and the Anshe Knesset Gola hadn't chosen those praises, then you couldn't say it. Which means that these were chosen on purpose. Good.
But the other praises aren't in this Gemara either.
Well,
The other praises that we say aren't in this Gemara either. Like
this is just Hakel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah. Hakel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah. Kel Yonis from another pasuk. We'll get there. Hakel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah. Good. What do Chazal think those psukim mean? What do those words mean?
I think it's great, awesome, and
Yeah, what does that mean?
I can't think of any things.
What does it mean? What does it mean for God to be great? What does any of that mean?
It's got maybe power over the world to control. I don't know.
He's the source of power.
So Chazal actually tell you explicitly, right? Look at the Yerushalmi. Daniel Amar. Hakel HaGadol VaNorah. Right? These psukim aren't just from Moshe. These are found throughout Tanakh. So Daniel uses them. What does Daniel leave out?
Gibor.
Gibor. Amar HaGibor. Banav Misrim B'Klorin Heichanu Gvarato. Because Daniel said Gvura means... Gvura means... What did Daniel clearly think according to Chazal? That Gibor means... He left out Gibor because he said... Your children are given over B'Klorin, meaning they are in chains. And you say Gibor, so what did he think the word Gibor meant?
Oh, like stop Jewish sovereignty, like
Yeah, meaning powerful against the enemies of the Jews.
right.
V'lama amar anora lazen no'el ekrot nora b'norat sha'asu lanu b'kivshan eish. So why did he say awesome? Why did Daniel keep awesome? Because they were in Galut. Because he saw God's awesomeness. So according to this, what does awesome mean?
Miracles.
Performs miracles, right? B'cheivan she'amdu anshe knesset hagdola hechziro hagdula liyoshna. The anshe knesset hagdola added it. Hakel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah. V'dam yish b'koch l'itein kitzvah l'dvarim halalo. Reizkom l'alozi yodin neviim shelohen amiti v'einen machnifin lo. Right? They returned the Gedulah. Why did they return the Gedulah? Right? So, right? I probably should put the Bavli also. Why did they do it? Because
Like regained
He's gvura is that he's kovesh rachamav, right? That he wants to save the Jewish people, but
You don't deserve it.
right, they don't deserve it, and he lets them be punished because they need to be punished. Well, what does that already tell you from this Gemara? Right, that Chazal have they don't just copy from Psukim, but what do? They have a particular idea in mind of what it means that God is Hakel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah. Right, now if you look at Rabbi Jonah says halachically, the Yesh Mefarshim Davka B'Shemot HaToar Kagon Elu Ein Lanu Laharich. Maybe you're only not allowed to add names, but you can add descriptors. Avol b'dvarim shel shevach mishabech u'makom she'asayim anu nisim neflaot mesaper otam eino asur. If you actually say God did X and Y miracle, it is mutter. Right? What's his logic? Correct. You're saying something concrete. The chiddush of these is that actually describing God, we can only do what the psukim say. Right? And then he says, "V'nir shafil b'zanyan in lo halarich." But he says, I disagree. Right? I disagree. Because he says, because he said, at the end of the day, the problem is that you're not supposed to add praises. Maybe you said, that's only if you add it in the chotem. Okay. But he says, but if you want to do it, you want to add shevach, you know what I would suggest? What do you think he's going to suggest? Yes, thank you. Ed psukim, right? I think that kedei latzet misafek zeshem yirtzel harich b'shevach hamakom baruch Hu sheyomar adam kibipsukim v'emar psukim v'meshevach hamakom derech psukim en bachach klum. You read psukim, it'll be fine.
Wait, psukim for the Torah.
Good.
Wait, does that include nach or not?
What?
Is that including nach or not?
Yeah, it includes nach, probably. Okay, but now let me really surprise you here. Okay. Good. Hakel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah. Very good. What do those words mean? Let's try this again. We already saw that Chazal say it's counterintuitive, right? Daniel thought that Gibor meant strong, like conquers the enemies, and therefore he took it out. Anshe Kenosa put it back. They have a new interpretation. Good. What do these words even mean? What does it mean that God is great? What does it mean He's strong? What does that mean?
So it seems like here Gibor means merciful.
What does it mean?
That he's capable of
Everything.
Good. Have you not figured it out yet? How are we going to know what it means? Psukim, thank you. Where does it come from? It comes from Dvarim Perek Yud. Umaltem et orlat levavchem arpechem lo tikshu od. You shall circumcise the foreskin of your heart, and no longer harden right the back of your neck. Ki Adonai Elohechem hu Elohei haElohim v'Adonai Adonim. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor VaNorah.
Is the Torah recommending heart surgery, open heart surgery?
Asher lo yisaf anim lo yikach shochad. God who doesn't accept bribery. Osem mishpat yatom v'almana v'ger latet lo lechem v'simla v'ahavtem l'ger ki gerim eitem beretz Mitzrayim. He does the justice of the yatom, of the orphan, and of the widow. He loves the ger to give him food and clothing. Good. What does Gibor mean in this psukim? What's the problem? There's an ambiguity here. What does Hakel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah mean in these psukim? What does it mean?
It seems to have to do with mercy and how taking care of those.
So one possibility is what Rafi says, that you think that Gadol Gibor means that God is powerful, wins in war. You're wrong. What does it mean that God is powerful and great and awesome?
He takes care of.
That He takes care of the people on the fringes of society. The Yatom Almanah. That's one way of reading the pasuk. What's the other way of reading the pasuk?
Even though
Even.
Gibor VaNorah.
Come on, you skipped a phrase. Ravi skipped a phrase.
God is true and can't be swayed by
Meaning?
By
Come on. It means He's powerful. Meaning, possibility one
Against
is that
people.
power means that God is kind.
Yes.
What's the other possibility?
You can't control Him.
And therefore, Gadol Gibor VaNorah doesn't mean kind. It means that He can't be controlled. And therefore, once He can't be controlled, He uses the fact that He's not bribable to
Do the right thing.
do the right thing. But, right? So, now the upshot is similar, right? The upshot is similar, right?
Right.
I mean, either we're saying that God's greatness is that He's kind to those who are weak, or that He's both powerful, and the fact that He's powerful is what enables Him to not have to worry about other powerful people, right, or other powerful beings, and therefore can take care of it. But either way, is that what you would have said, right? What would you have thought that the point of being Gibor is? What Daniel thought. But if you actually look, according to Gemara, right? But if you look at the Chumash, what does it mean that God is Gibor?
That he's
Either that He's kind, or that He's capable of being kind because He's so powerful, right? And the emphasis is Lo Yikach Shochad. And what are you supposed to learn from the fact that God either is powerful, therefore He's kind, or is powerful and therefore can be kind, according to the Psukim Devarim?
then you should.
Yes! Right? That you should do it. Right? Because you're supposed to imitate God. Which means that how do we start shemoneh-esrei? Right? We don't start by God's power in the classic sense that everyone thinks about it. Right? Did you ever realize that's not how we're starting shemoneh-esrei?
No.
We're starting shemoneh-esrei by saying that either. Now, l'may nafkamina between these two perushim. Right? One is that we're starting it off by saying to emphasize the fact that God is going to be. We're asking God to be kind, but God's kindness is His power is His kindness. Yeah. The other way, as similar as it is actually different. What words are we actually focusing on? No, which is Lo Yikach Shochad, that we can't bribe you, God. Right? Meaning, which of those is fundamental? Right? Meaning, why are we starting with these psukim? Is it because we want God's kindness, and God's power is His kindness?
What does that mean? His power is.
So look at the Ramban. Right? Look at number 9, the Ramban. Umaltem et olat levavchem, sheyeh levavchem patuach l'dar emet. Right? You want your hearts to be open to the truth. Lo kasher asitem ad hayom. Not like you did until now. Shelo naten ashitem lachem leiv ladat, ve'naim l'rod ve'oznaim l'shmoa. You don't know what's going on. V'arbachem lo takshu od. Shelo tiyu kavotechem dor soreh umored. Don't be like your parents who were rebellious. Sheyashvu im hamitzrim ve'lamdu ma'asim. Who learned from the Egyptians. V'heim kashim la'azov darkam. Etc. Next paragraph. You will know that God is God. He's above the angels. He's above all. The Ramban thinks there are things in heaven that have power. He's above that. He's the one who gave them power. Sorry, below Agdullah. And He has power that He won't be bribed. He doesn't, right, show favoritism to any of these forces. And He isn't bribed. Meaning, even a perfect tzaddik who sins, lo yikach menu mitzvah mitzvato b'shochad l'chaper lo, aval yanishu al cheto ugmul lo kechol tovotav. Even a tzaddik, if he sins, will be punished for that sin. V'onkelis tirgame delet kadamoy meisev apin avlo lekabala shochad. There's no one who shows favoritism and doesn't take bribes. Yitkaven lefaresh shu mishabche hashlilut bevorei yitbarach. This is of the negatives, right? Via negativa, right? You only know God through negatives. Yomar gaduv she'ein Hashem. He doesn't take bribes. We don't know what he is, but he doesn't do that. Everything compared to him is nothing. He says, but I think the proper parish is that he doesn't accept bribery to take care of the poor. Now, what is the Ramban telling you? He has two perushim, therefore, what's pshat 1? He's powerful.
Yeah.
Point 1. Point 2, he's kind.
Right.
What's pshat number 2? He's kind because he's powerful. Meaning the only type of person who can really be kind is one who's powerful. Meaning, interpretation 1 of the Ramban is, what does Gibor mean? Strong.
Right.
Right? What is, then the next phrase that he's kind. What is possibility 2? No. He's powerful, right?
Allows it.
Which allows him to be kind. This is one big clause, right? It's continuous, right? The point of telling us that God is powerful, but now, therefore, going to the Ramban, right? Let's think. There are 2 very different ways you can read the beginning of our tefillah. One is, we say, God, you're so powerful, and the way that expresses itself in kindness, so please be kind to us. That's a comforting way of starting the first bracha of shemoneh-esrei. According to the first pshat in the Ramban, though, Hakel HaGadol Gibar Vanarah is,
You are strong.
even the biggest tzaddik in the world,
Can't touch.
God won't show him favoritism, and if you did a single thing wrong, there will be consequences. Gadol Gibar Vanarah means that God is powerful enough to execute justice against anybody, right? Which means at the beginning of shemoneh-esrei, terrifying that God is saying, look, I'm absolutely just, and no matter how big of a tzaddik you are, right? I'm powerful enough to execute justice, or is it comforting, which is, I'm powerful, and what my power means is that enables me to be kind.
Right.
Even when someone else might be scared to be kind, I'll always be kind to the undertrodden. Which one? To the downtrodden. Which one does it mean? I don't know. But either way, that would affect the way you understand shemoneh-esrei. Now, which is the Ramban's preferred explanation?
First.
Number 2. Anachon beinai.
Oh.
Right? Anachon beinai is that no, God's power is not about power. We celebrate God's power because it's what enables Him to be the ultimate kindness, right? Whatever, right? כי הוא עושה משפט יתום ואלמנה גדולים וקבע קובעם נפש רוב גר לתת לו לחם ושמחה והן כל צורכי האדם ומפרנס עניים אשר אין להם אוהב ורע. Now, if this is how we start shemoneh-esrei, right, the Ramban's preferred explanation, which is God's power, which is not what you thought it was. It's not that He wins wars. He's powerful, and therefore it now allows Him to be kind. Why do we start this way? I think 2 reasons. One is it's for ourselves, right? Like, oh God, right? You're powerful because you're kind, but also, as I said, because to remind us that what is the purpose of entering into a relationship with God? We are obligated to be godly, right? That's the next words. That the reason we remind ourselves that God is Gibor, and God's Gvura is what allows Him to be kind, is so that just like God is strong enough that He can be kind to the people it's hard to be kind to, we start a shemoneh-esrei by framing our relationship with God with that descriptor of God. Right?
So that He'll be kind to us.
Well, I was saying there's 2 parts to it. One is that He'll be kind to us. The other is that it reminds us of our responsibilities in turn to other people, is that we're supposed to mimic that. Right? Which means that, again, right, we're just now halfway through the bracha. Right? But you see that suddenly, right, again, you can add 10 levels or 100 levels to every line of this. But you see that if you look at the psukim that Chazal are invoking shemoneh-esrei, let's just summarize and I'll take your questions up it, right? We start off, what do we say? We start with psukim from Moshe's introduction to God, where we learn that it's okay to be nervous. You should be nervous the first time you meet God, right? But that God wants us to be comfortable, and that's why He introduces us with the fact that we have a pre-existing relationship. And the way Chazal understand the words are not Elokei Avraham, Elokei Avraham, Elokei Avotenu, Elokei Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, right? But our fathers too, meaning we start a relationship with God every day when you daven shemoneh-esrei by saying you have a relationship not just with the avot, but with our personal avot, meaning this is a continuous relationship. That, as he said, is supposed to be what calms us down even though we're not calm. We invoke Moshe at a time when he says, I'm scared because I don't know how to talk. So we start shemoneh-esrei with, Hashem tzvatai tiftachu v'yagiti elatecha. Okay, I don't know how to talk. But you give me the koach to talk, which is exactly what Moshe Rabbeinu said. We say it, Elokei Avraham, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov, as separate clauses, because each of them have something to add to this relationship, right? There's not some generic statement, right? They each have their unique one. And then we go to very specific descriptors, which in context, as Chazal already told you, do not mean what you think they mean, right? How do I know that? Because Chazal say that Daniel thought Gvura meant I can crush the enemies, but it doesn't. And that's why Daniel took it out and the Anshe Knesset Agdol put it back in. Yeah, then what does it mean? Well, in context, either it means lo yikach shochad, right? He won't be bribed, right? Which is, by the way, maybe what the Bavli means, right? When it says he's gibor in the sense that he's kovesh v'tzono. He wants to save us, but he won't, because we deserve to be punished,
Right.
which is a scary overtone to the beginning of shemoneh-esrei, meaning we enter into knowing that God is the God of justice, or alternatively, the Ramban's preferred explanation, which is, no, God says the reason it's important that I'm powerful is because that's what allows me to be kind. Because if you're not powerful, you can't be kind to the downtrodden because you're too scared. Right? So we actually enter into this as comfort, because God says, yes, I'm powerful, but not the way you think. Not in the overpowering way. Right? I'm powerful, which means I can be kind. And presumably we invoke those images to remind ourselves the implications for ourselves is that we're supposed to mimic God. Right? But what I want to point out is that, right, Chazal don't state any of what I just said. They, right?
Imply it.
Right? They imply it, right? Meaning there is a conversation going on. You're expected to be in conversation with, right, these images familiar with the images that are invoked from Tanakh. Now, I want you just to think for a minute. What would it be like if you actually started shemoneh-esrei imagining that you are Moshe Rabbeinu meeting God for the first time each time? Right? Experientially, that is a radically different experience of shemoneh-esrei. Right? But that's what you're supposed to be doing, right? Remember what the Avudraham said. The point of shemoneh-esrei, the way it's written, is to make sure that you think about it in light of the psukim. The Chazal are invoking images from Torah for a reason. Right? How different is your shemoneh-esrei if, when you say the word gibor, you don't think God can crush enemies, you think God who is kind. And that's what real power is. Or what real power enables. Right? That's a very different way of starting shemoneh-esrei. Or you enter into it and say, oh, gibor means lo yikach shochad. I can't bribe you, no matter how good I've been, right? If I did one thing wrong, which we all have, I have to be scared, right? Again, that's not just sheer power, it's justice. And then I have to enter into shemoneh-esrei with that knowledge, right? Whichever way you do it, it should change the way you begin your, right? This is halfway through the first sentence, right? But all these images are what Chazal are invoking. We haven't even gotten to El Elyon, which is from when? We won't get to it this week.
Oh, from Avram.
Good, it's from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Right? From El Elyon is, but El Elyon is from Malki Tzedek, but we'll see it. Okay, maybe I'll just make this point b'kitzur, but then we'll see it more. Kel Elyon, just the fact that we get it from Malki Tzedek, right? What does that show by the fact that that's right at the beginning of Shemoneh-esrei? That tefillah is universal because we invoke God's descriptor from a non-Jew in the first bracha of Shemoneh-esrei. Right? That should strike you. It's quite surprising, but we'll have to get to that story because there's more to it. Okay, but we'll come back to Kel Elyon next week. I thought this would take 2 weeks. I really did. I told Zev that. So Eidos, I told him that. Yeah,
Right.
David.
Okay. Could I also suggest the possibility that when we talk about, when you were saying that his power enables him to be kind, more than just that he's not scared because he's powerful, and more than just that since he has power, like physically, he has the ability to be kind. Would you also say that then, or could you say, that since he's so powerful, that his kindness is a true kindness and not like a kindness to be gaining favor in somebody else's eyes?
Yeah, I think that's also part of it, right? Meaning it's, yes, he doesn't expect anything in return. The ultimate expression of that is that he even helps the people who have no help, right? Meaning he can also help the powerful, but the fact that he will even help the people who, for a normal person, can only be counterproductive to help them, right? Yes, right. Meaning
that's also showing his power. That he
right. Meaning it's clearly powerful. Meaning it's power. It's power in the sense that like he helps people because they need to be helped, not because he's getting anything out, not because he's scared. He'll help them when they deserve it, whether it's in quote unquote his best interest or not, because God doesn't have interest in that way. He can do whatever he wants, right? Exactly. But all of that is packed into these phrases. Right? Okay, next week we'll continue Kel Elyon, Magen Avraham, right? Things like that. But I think just from seeing the first few words, this should indicate to you, right, how much there is to be gained just by, right, doing what the Avudraham says you're supposed to do, which is seeing where did these words come from in Tanakh and what is the meaning therefore of tefillah.